Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it. I'm Richard Piacentini. I'm the Executive Director for Phipps Conservatory and Botanical Gardens, and we are thrilled to be having this opening ceremony for our new living, or what we're hoping is going to be a new living building. It certainly was designed to meet the Living Building Challenge. This new building we're going to open today. We're going to cut the ribbon in a few minutes. Before I go on and tell you a little bit about the project and what we're planning to do, I'd like to recognize our honorary hosts committee chairs, Diane and Gerald Holder, Executive Director, County Executive Rich Fitzgerald, members of City Council, U.S. Department of Energy, National Energy Technology Lab Senior Managers Tom Feely and Kate Nielsen, the Governor, Southwestern Pennsylvania Office Director Mary Ann Eisenreich, the U.S. Green Building Council Board Member and Director for Sustainable Energy and Development on the Governor's Green Government Council, the Governor's Green Government Council Dennis Malowski, Pennsylvania Energy Development Authority Director Tom Bell, Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection Division Chief Libby Dodson, our regional DEP Director Susan Malone, City Parks Director Dwayne Ashley, our wonderful friend Athena Saris, whose fabulous chocolates you'll receive later this evening, members of the Allegheny Regional Asset District and the Allegheny Conference on Community Development and Visit Pittsburgh, planners, engineers, and construction partners on the project, as well as the new building's architect, Chris Minnerly, and all our other consultants. And you can identify them. They all have a little name tag on them that has a little green leaf. And those are all the people, not all of them, but all the people that are here tonight that worked on our project. And I hope you'll get a chance to talk with them and learn about their great contributions to this project. We also have a list of all the project partners over here as well. I'd also like to...
First, I want to thank you for inviting me to join you for this momentous occasion. The Living Building Challenge is first and foremost a philosophy about restorative principles for human habitat. And then it's an advocacy tool for engagement around these ideas, and then ultimately it's a certification program to celebrate the successes of implementation, which is why we're here tonight. As Richard mentioned, the challenge started in fall of 2006, and this was one of the first projects to register. And so as a result, the Living Building Challenge and the Center for Sustainable Landscapes really have grown up together. This project will not only be a model for other projects in Pittsburgh, but it also has already helped to shape the program. And so it is already influencing other projects under development all over the world. We have learned so much from the Institute about the standard and about building systems and about perseverance and patience from this design team. But even more so, we've learned about the significance of community, and this project is proof of the collaboration and innovation that's here in Pittsburgh, as well as the continued leadership of the Phipps Conservatory about redefining what's possible. I know I'm really excited about my continued education from this project in the months to come, and I just want to thank you all for a job well done, and congratulations.
Thank you, Eden. Thank you so much for coming out. And now I'd like to introduce our County Executive, Rich Fitzgerald.
To see all of you. I think you're lucky to come tonight because while Richard explained that it's not completed, it's a real advantage because you'll be able, and you should take the tour. Don't just go and have a drink and party. You should do that, but first do the tour because if you wait till it opens, you won't get to see what's really going to be underground, which is the zero net water. So it's fascinating. I've been involved with Phipps for about 17 years. And as Richard explained, in the last 7 years, we've built 5 new buildings, and this is the culmination. So welcome to all of you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much, Susan. I'd also like to recognize some of the other board chairs who have served during the period of time where we've actually been designing.
You know, the fact is that we have the greenest convention center in the world with the highest certification both in the building and in the operation of the building, which we just received last week. The fact that Chatham University has the first sustainable campus out in the North Hills, their Eden Hall campus, in which they generate, again, all the things that are happening here. And this sustainable facility, you know, it really is hard to put your arms around the fact that they're going to generate all of their own electricity. They're going to develop and keep all of the water that they need right here. Everything's going to be done right here in a sustainable way. It's something we can continue to be proud of and continue to market in this region. What you've been able to do in collaboration and partnership is something we can all be very, very proud of. Proud as Pittsburgh. That's what we like to be in Pittsburgh. We like to be pretty proud of the things that we do. You know, and it's a great collaboration with, I see Mary Ann from the governor's office here tonight. They've been great partners from the state. You've got Councilwoman Rudiak and Councilman Peduto from city government who've been very much leaders in green long before green was even as you know, kind of popular as it is right now. They've been leading this charge, and it's something, again, we can all take pride in as Pittsburghers in all the things that we're doing. And we're going to learn about a lot of the things, the geothermal heating and cooling system, the high-tech and high R-factor insulation to keep the heat in, keep the pull out, that we can continue to be a leader and be a model for other buildings, other developers, other architects, other engineers, and other contractors to build their buildings in that way. It's something we can all take great pride in. So again, thank you, congratulations. We do have a proclamation. I won't read the whole thing here tonight, but we'll be presenting this to Richard and the board as we cut the ribbon. But this is a great night for Pittsburgh and a night to be very, very proud of what we're doing. Thank you.
Here tonight, and to say congratulations to Richard and Susan and the board for creating this amazing building and to really doing it in a way that's quite unique and I think quite Pittsburgh. It really is, I think, part of why UPMC and UPMC Health Plan, when we look at the kinds of things that we try to support in the community, looking at what's sustainable, looking at what makes life better here, looking at what makes us feel healthier. How many of you feel better being here tonight than you did being anywhere else today? You know, I mean, this is a really great place to be. And I think it's the kind of thing where you think about what's sustainable and how can we make the environment truly healthy and how can we bring together all the parts so that mind and body and spirit together really are all nurtured. Part of what I always like to kid people about is that we have the opportunity in Pittsburgh not to just build these incredible, sustainable structures, buildings, and contribute to health, but I think as part of a large medical center, we're looking to create as many green people as we are green buildings. So we really do want to welcome all of you tonight and say that we congratulate you on this very, very special occasion. Thank you.
Sustainable Building Design Center here at Phipps Botanical Gardens and Conservatory is nearing completion. It's something to behold and even more to try to understand how we'll all work together as an actual living building, part of the green building movement, and provide zero energy. Basically utilizing all its own water and energy from the sun, wind, geothermal sources. Plus providing the public with such an amazing and beautiful expanse of plants and environments to meander through in the ambiance of nature. So I just hope that you enjoyed my presentation and you have a great day.
Is there anything in this? Like, last thing is last.
So neat. Go ahead. This is Richard Placente, yes, sir, the director here at Phipps.
Yep.
The Living Landscape Center, you know, the sustainable landscapes. Are you really pleased with how it's come along?
It's going to be a great building. We're real excited about it.
Yeah, it's just amazing. The progress that you've made is incredible.
Thank you.
And the vision is also incredible. It really fits in with a sustainable future, which many people in the world are starting now to get the idea of.
And it's great to be able to do it as a building that was designed by people in this region, which is really exciting too, because we really think there's a lot of great talent here, and it's really great to showcase that.
People love Phipps, and I've loved this place ever since I was a little kid. And I used to have a Pittsburgh coconut in my room at Pitt.
Great. All right.
It was fun.
Great talking to you. Thanks.
On the side of the building, you'll see it all will be familiar with LEEDs, which is Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. That's for our competency, not a problem. The big one is the Living Building Challenge, which has two prerequisites. The one is you have to build on reclaimed brownfields. This was a fuel dump for the city of Pittsburgh, DPW. So they took out a huge amount of dirt, about my visual, maybe this much, all across here. I mean, you could see a fire hydrant that was sitting on top of a long post, and all that dirt had been removed. So that's one requirement. The other requirement is that you have to be in the building for a year to prove that you are giving back to rather than taking from the environment. So every part of the design and the construction is meant to be an improvement on the environment rather than a detriment. As you go around and learn about all the details and what they've done in this building, hopefully you will learn some things that you might be able to do because we all need to be doing this. So enjoy. That's my 1 minute. Are not quite so efficient. I was told to cut it back.
We do that with the most important factor called stormwater mitigation. If you look out over the city of Oakland, you see all the buildings, the pavement, the concrete, and what we call impermeable surfaces. That means that the water can't just go down and go into the soil. So where does the water go on those impermeable surfaces? It goes into the storm drains and what they call combined sewage system. And when we have the really bad rainy days, what happens to that combined rainwater and sewage? Where does it go?
The river.
Well, the wastewater treatment plant can't handle it. It gets dumped into our rivers and streams on a regular basis. Okay? State of Pennsylvania. States like this.
As well as the roof of the tropical forest, and it all feeds down by gravity into this lagoon down here. Along with some rainwater from the landscapes, it all drains in here. In there will be plants that pick up the water. The water is then piped into the holding tank, the 80,000 gallon holding tank. All of that rainwater is only used for irrigation of the landscapes. Sanitation water, a whole different system. All the water from your toilets, from your sinks, and from your water fountains are routed into a septic tank. It's underground, you can't see it, but it exits into those two squares over here by the hanging cable. Those are called constructed wetlands. They're specially developed for treatment of sanitary water. After that, it's up into two large sinks that wouldn't be allowed to the about 100 yards long, just dig around. While the plants dig out phosphates and nitrates, the vegetable will dig out things like ammonia and alkaline components. After that, it is routed into a treatment system, and if any microbes that survive to this point, it will be sapped by the UV light and killed. And that's the end of the sanitation treatment. All that water treated is then used, rerouted into flushing toilets only. Except 150 gallons of it are pumped up onto our solar distillation unit up on top of the roof, and we make distilled water. Now, why would we do that? By law, we cannot make our own drinking water here. This facility consumes 150 gallons a day in drinking water. That includes water from the faucets that you wash your hands with. It's called drinking water. So the city of Pittsburgh pumps 150 gallons a day into this facility for the faucet and the water pump. And we have to reroute 150 gallons to make distilled water to have net zero. But we have a very good use for the distilled water. We water our orchids with it. We don't like fluoride. And we are happy we have net zero and everybody's happy.
I always like school kids in a group. You landed at our energy station for tonight, and my job is in a minute or 2 minutes to help you understand a little bit about what a green building energy's philosophy and methods are, okay? So I'm going to be kind of general. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to start with air conditioning. My air conditioning bill at home, which has been cranking all summer, has gone from $50 in April up to almost $200. If you're a green building, guess what? Number one, you don't want to have an electric bill. You don't want to have a gas bill. Number two, you do not want to get your energy from burning anything, okay? You want clean, environmentally responsible energy. So,
There's also a panel in the floor that has hot or cold air running through it. And there's little round circles on the floor in certain areas. You'll see little like breaks. That's where the air can come up through, either hot or cold air, depending on what's needed. And also we have a lot of plants, living plants in here, unlike some offices, it's really loud, real live.
Is a concept which people who look after the environment here in Pittsburgh are becoming more able to manage and to bring amazing projects to completion. And one of these projects is the 9 Mile Run Stream Restoration Project. And according to the Rails to Trails Conservatory, is unique in the United States. There's only one other project like it, and that's one that's near Washington, D.C. itself. Frick Park in this whole area of 9 Mile Run is an incredible natural area that's been preserved through the years. It's the largest park within a city in the United States of America and one of the largest in the world. And it has an amazing diversity of biomes,
species, wildlife, ecotones, and now the stream system itself, the wetland habitat has been restored and is coming back to life again. It's wonderful to see this as also the Three Rivers area is experiencing this type of thing. The Frick Park Environmental Center can also experience this. So our Blue Jay friends say, have a good day. And Phipps Conservatory has used it very wisely. Their new Sustainable Design Center has ample solar collectors and is making a great inroads for the people of this area. Being part of the whole natural ecosystem here, Panther Hollow and Shenley Park have a new neighbor, as it were, and that's the Sustainable Design Center, a living building which is a global sustainable enterprise. Part of this is wind power, and wind power is also a technology like solar that's coming into its own as it reaches a new level of efficiency and usability. Phipps is also making very good use of these, as companies like Turner have done a great job. So we see that this amazing resource will be part of this community for a long time to come, and the new Phipps Conservatory is really something to take pride in and be thankful for as we enter into this new millennium era. And we understand that Phipps will get there